So obviously thrilled with the win. Thought we did a lot of things well, pretty consistently. Some lulls at the offensive end. I think your wife's calling, whoever that is.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding. But overall, what can you say? We were able to hold the highest scoring team in the league to whatever it is, close to 30 below their average, and the league's leading scorer to about half of hers. So that was obviously something that we wanted to try to do. She was a focal point. Taylor was our best shot at slowing her down, and she was the tip of the spear, as they say, and she did an excellent job. So we'll take the win, and we'll enjoy it tonight, and we'll come back, get ready for Loyola tomorrow. That'll be a good thing for Taylor to answer, but I do think, generally speaking, complacency is always something that can creep up on you. You got to keep an eye on your blind spots, and that's something that can creep up on you. I will say I am not generally a coach who relaxes a whole lot. I think Taylor would agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm not real fuzzy and bubbly when I come into practice. We're there to work. And generally speaking, we don't accept anything in victory that we wouldn't accept in defeat. And so we go in tomorrow, we're going to talk about the things we didn't do right. I don't, hopefully it can happen to anybody, but hopefully, if we're setting the tone from the top, meaning the coaching staff, and we're prepared and we're focused, hopefully that filters down. We've got some mature players, Ellie and Tessa, right down the line. So, we'll continue to show up and work like every game's a championship game.
Well, that was basically my kind of role, was to stop her as best as I could, was basically just stay in front of her. She's more of a downhill player, so I just had to stay in front and hope that those contested twos would just not fall, and they ended up working in our favor. And I say that I did my job for the most part, but it was a team effort. Even when we were switching on to her and everything, all our other teammates played really well on her too. I feel like every game is a challenge, and we're all going to be switching on to good girls on our team. So if it's a good guard, any of us can take her. So we just have to know how the scout works, and if we switch on to her, we have to know what their role is and be able to stop them. So at any threat, at any team, we could get on the best player on their team, regardless. So we just have to figure out how to stop those tough players. It was pretty good. Just being able to gel, our whole team was just hitting shots, getting easy points and easy baskets, passing the ball around really well, getting it in and out. Our team was moving the ball so well. It was really awesome to be able to gain that momentum, and then for them to call a timeout, that's the little victories.
It's our job to give them a plan, and when they work the plan and it's successful, they get the credit. And then when they work the plan and it doesn't work, it's our fault. And so we gave them a plan that we thought would be effective. It wasn't a whole lot. We tried to really run man-to-man offense for the most part against their zone, because their zone has a lot of man principles. And, it's not an easy thing to do, because the normal places you go aren't completely open, so you have to adjust maybe 2 feet left or 3 feet right. And I thought when you saw the ball move with limited dribbling, that was probably plays that you're talking about, because to me, that's when basketball's fun. And it's egoless, and the ball's just moving, and it's not about who, it's just about Bucknell getting a good shot. And it's beautiful basketball, and I love it when it happens. And, I'm hard on them when things aren't right, so I want to cheer for them when things are. And that was a chance to cheer and celebrate a nice play. Yeah, I think we have, we've got a good team. We've got a good roster of players who can all emerge at any time. I think we have good balance, not just in number of players that can score, but in where they score from. I think we can throw the ball in the post. I think we have some people that can drive it to the rim, and we've got some people who can make the three, obviously. So, tonight, I think 3 for 13 from the three-point line. If you said that before the game, you probably don't think we win by 20. The fact that we did is a good sign. It means we're figuring out other ways to score when shots aren't falling. So, and then obviously if the defense is there, that's hopefully something that travels with us everywhere we go. I would say probably not this many. I mean, every team is really a collection of the best players on their high school team. It's just a matter of what high schools. And so these young ladies were not just the best players in their high schools, they're some of the best players in their cities and in their counties and in their, you name it. And so, obviously we have a talented bunch, and we've got to do the right things, put them in the right places. But there's a lot of times as coaches we screw up and they make up for it because they're talented people. So we're fortunate, and hopefully that continues. We're still beating the streets trying to find the next group of Taylor O'Briens. That's for sure.
I was also very quick to go into just like get it and go. But like once I learned to like slow down and be able to see my options and get to 2 feet and just be able to make the right play, the game became so much easier, so much quicker.